Hey Cancer, how's it going? Long time no speak. I've got an apology to make. I'm really sorry. I know I haven't been around this month, but you know, apart from my day job, I've also had a lot of New Year readings to do, so I've been absent and I do apologise. With that being said, I'm here now and I'm glad that I'm able to get your February 2021 reading out. And you know, as always, please take, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Welcome to any new people. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And just as a quick brief for the new people, I meditate and shuffle the cards before I start recording, purely because it takes me a long time sometimes. I don't turn over my cards, I take the jumpers, and sometimes it takes quite a while for them to jump out. So I don't want to ruin your experience of watching actually just a pair of hands shuffling some cards, which can be rather dull, I would imagine. So with that being said, let me get on with the reading. I'm going to pick up my Wisdom Oracle here and see if we can't frame the reading we have here. Now, I've done a couple of readings before you, Cancer, and I've got to say yours is pretty much a reflection of what's going on with everybody so far. Everybody's in lockdown, everybody's looking inwardly. It's an opportunity for people to pick things up and learn new different things. You know, maybe a career move, maybe, you know, training, master a new skill. And, you know, yours is no different here. There's a lot going on. Albeit everybody's at different stages, but yeah, very strong read you've got going on here. Really good read. What have you got? Got 1, 2. You've got 4 major arcana cards here. That's 4 trump cards out of the deck. Bearing in mind it should be a 5-card read, and but more than one falls out sometimes for each place. But you've got 4 major cards here. That's quite pivotal. So I wonder what's going on with you. Let's see if the Wisdom Oracle can't shed a bit more light on everything for us. I can't believe we're in another lockdown. Can you guys? How are you doing? Has it affected you? I know a lot of people are struggling at the minute. You know, the first one fine, and I think the first one was a bit of a novelty, wasn't it? But I think people just want a degree of normality now, don't they? You know, it would be really nice to meet somebody for a coffee, you know, call up a friend, meet for a coffee, have a hug, human contact would be marvellous, wouldn't it? I've got to admit, that's what I'm missing most. Just, you know, picking my bag up and going out for, you know, meet a friend for a quick coffee. Or even just popping round to family. You've got to be so careful in case you take a germ to them. How awful. Right, this is taking its time, but I'm going to carry on. And Cancer, this is exactly why I shuffle before I record, because sometimes it takes forever for a card to jump out. But jump out, I will let it nonetheless. We will persevere here. And to be fair, these cards, this deck of cards is really sticky. It's not as smooth as the other decks of cards I have. Oh, nearly. Did one flip over? No. We'll carry on going. Be nice if Spirit could give us a message to kickstart this off. Wow. Whatever it is, it's going to be worth it. Bear with me, Cancer, I do apologise. That one's poking out, wants to come out, and I'm going to take it. Go the distance. Yeah, Cancer. Right. This weaves in really well to the cards that have fallen out here. Right, I'm going to start off with the overarching energy of the read, which is the King of Wands. Here we go. So we've got a king throwing his energy into February for you. The king is about knowledge, it's about wisdom, it's about expertise. You know, this is a person who knows his stuff. He's a bit of an authority figure, and He gives good advice. So really nice overarching energy here. Energy departing, we've got the Seven of Swords. Swords are thought-based, which is not surprising. This is about gaining understanding, gaining knowledge. It's about training as well. It's about gaining experience. It's all about the learning process, which is what, you know, everybody's doing at the moment. They're upskilling, they're changing their careers, they're living differently, they're learning new ways of doing things. It's really, really lovely. And this card is also that the Seven of Swords is about lessons learned. So it's what you've learned from perhaps the lockdown period that we've had. Maybe the first one, maybe the second one round, this time round has taught you so much more. You know, it actually allows us to refine the first thoughts we had over the first lockdown, doesn't it? So it's actually, although it's quite difficult for some, it's actually a really good opportunity. In your energy coming in, you've got two major arcana cards here. So they're, you know, very strong pivotal moments coming in here. You've got the Devil and you've got the Hermit. Right, so we've got the Devil. You know, you're going through this learning curve. It's about new experiences. It's about understanding and the training that you've been putting yourself through. That's going, you know, it's no wonder that some self-doubt is going to creep in here, and that's why the Devil's shown up. When we are going through these things, and certainly if we're adding to what we learned last year, and you know, and weighing things up, we don't know, shall I, shan't I? Is that better? Does it improve it? Doesn't it improve it? So there's an element of self-doubt coming in here, and maybe there's, you know, it's blocking you energetically. So it's nothing to worry about. It's absolutely something that can be overcome with the Hermit. The Hermit is here saying, give yourself space to think. You know, go within, retreat, you know, get away from the hubbub, get away from the noise, and give yourself, you know, cut yourself some slack. You know, run yourself a bath, have a bubble bath, and maybe put some candles on. Or none of those, just go away in a dark room and spend time with yourself. It's about reevaluating what you've been through, what you've learned, keeping the bits you want to keep, you know, letting go of the bits that don't serve you or won't serve you. So really good period of reevaluation coming in here for you, which is exciting because it means you're refining everything that's going on around you, which is really lovely. You know, if it doesn't work for you, why let it stay? You know, let's improve upon everything. We want everything to be at its optimum. We've got in the challenge, we've got, you can't make this up, we've got the Nine of Wands and Death. So we've got the Nine of Wands, which is about, it's about goals reached. It's about advancement and progression. And of course, that's what you want to do. And the challenge here, I mean, you do have the Devil, which signifies that you do have, you know, a degree of self-doubt here, which can be overcome if you do take time for yourself. But the Nine is, you know, in the challenge position, it's saying, okay, wrap it up, Cancer. It's time to move on, you know, sort the wheat from the chaff, and time to move on. And you've got Death here saying, absolutely, leave the bits that don't serve you behind. This is about transformation. This is a transition. So, and transition yourself onto the next level. You know, it's time to level up here. So wrap it up. After you've done your hermit mode, after you've done your introspection and you've gone within, wrap it up. You know, and it's asking you to transition to the next phase. So that's your challenge, Cancer. We've got, lovely, in the advice from Spirit, we've got the Empress. Wonderful. This is about creativity. It's about growth. And it's about nurturing. And it's about nurturing the things that you have done. And it's about nurturing yourself when you're in hermit mode. It's about being in touch with Spirit, guys. It's absolutely about knowing that you're not on your own here, that if you do want advice, when you're in your hermit mode and any time of day that you need it, you hook into yourself and you put your thoughts out there and ask for help and ask for an answer to a question. How should I proceed? What do I do now? And sit with it on your own and see what answers you come up with. You know, so absolutely nurture yourself. Really beautiful advice from Spirit there. And we've got as the outcome, wonderful. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, very grounded, very earthy, keeping it real. And that's what you need to do, Cancer. Keep it real. It's about having patience. It's about understanding where you've been, how far you've come, where you're going. And it's about that process bringing you to clarity. You know, going forward with clear vision, knowing where to go, what to do, how to do it. Because you can go the distance here. Really, really wonderful February reading, actually, Cancer. You know, it's saying you need to leave stuff behind. Absolutely leave stuff behind. Like I said earlier, sort the wheat from the chaff, because you can go the distance. You've got fantastic ingredients here. You've got a Queen. You've got the King of Wands here. All the attributes that you need to go forward in this mix. They're in this cooking pot, Cancer. It's really, really gorgeous. So you make yourself a tasty dinner out of it. Let's get an animal oracle just to round this reading off. I hope that made sense to you. I mean, obviously a general read, so it's not going to resonate with all of you, but do take the parts that do and use them as stepping stones. I mean, sometimes these readings, they're not what you expect, but they make you think about things differently. And that is the whole point of it, to give you a new perspective or a different perspective, you know, prompting a new perspective from yourself, because it can't come from anywhere else. It has to come from within. And of course, you've got the cheetah here running for his life, going the distance, and you can too, Cancer. So no doubts. You know, that devil here with your self-doubt, toss it away. You don't need it. You're doing fine. You know, your challenge, wrap it up. Absolutely wrap it up. Take the bits that work, leave the bits that don't. And the Empress, advice from Spirit, nurture the bits that are working for you. Really, really lovely. Oh, there she goes. Wonderful. Okay, no more. That was it. Let's see what nugget we've got here. Embrace the in-between. And of course you are going to be in between, because you're doing the lessons learned exercise, and the self-doubt's going to come in, and you've got the hermit mode, so you are going to be in between the transitioning phase, and that's where the metamorphosing comes in. This is where you grow. This is where the nurturing takes place and you evolve. Absolutely wonderful. So my Cancerian gorgeousness, thank you very much for tuning in. Always appreciate your company. And I'm a bit of a techie dinosaur, so please excuse me, but I've been told that if you press that like button, this footage can go out to other people who perhaps need to hear the message too. So if you did enjoy the video, the reading, please like, share and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful February. I'm back next week with the usual energy reads, which aren't date specific, so I trust if the title resonates with you, then the message is going to help you. So toodle pip, take care of you and each other.